So last week, you guys may remember we covered a story that we titled, quote, Indian court rules Muslim girls can marry after reaching puberty. And we have, some people in our community, and I love them and appreciate them for being like, hey guys, your coverage of this wasn't exactly good or not entirely accurate. And, I'm responsible to you guys. So I'm going to talk about it, especially to our secret lawyer. She sent me a breakdown of the case and what we got wrong. So I quickly reviewed what we actually said last week, and basically we were confused about the extent to which Muslim personal law in India creates exceptions to any other kind of law within India, and to what extent it supersedes pre-existing other laws. And that's actually a point of contention right now in India, but where we went a little bit too far is saying, like, okay, so Islamically, like, puberty is as soon as you have your period, you menstruate for girls. So does this mean that this now applies to Indian law? Like, that's what we were discussing, and we didn't get quite right. Because that could be below the age of 15, that could be incredibly young, depending on when the girl reaches puberty. So I'm going to quickly read some of the comments from our lovely lawyer, saying that
Let's go through this fast and then get to the news.
Yes.
Also, for people in the live chat, if you're lagging, just go rewind a little bit, or reduce your resolution, and then it's going to be fine. Stop complaining. Go on.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, this is not an accurate representation of this judgment in what Muslim personal law is. If you guys want to know what the actual story is, like, maybe you actually shouldn't go look at our past videos since it wasn't as accurate. But basically, there was a man who was like 36 who married a 17-year-old, and they were being threatened by their family. And so originally this had to do with them getting protection from the police. So, quote, in India, a man who has sexual intercourse with his wife over the age of 15 years old will not be liable for the R word, sexual assault. So when I say R, I mean RAPE. We have to be careful for YouTube algorithms. So parentheses, this law basically excuses marital R, cringe, but it also means that a man who marries a woman under 15 can be liable for R. And this is applicable across religions. So basically, like, under the age of 15, that's a no-go. That is a no-go zone. This is probably why this particular judge used 15 as a cutoff limit. So the judge said that, presumed adolescence is 15. Presumed age of menstruation is 15. This aside, there is the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act of 2006, which sets 21 as the age limit of marriage for men and 18 for women. In the cases of child marriage, the adult is penalized, but the marriage stays valid, but is voidable, meaning it can be nullified at the option when the child attains majority. Which seems so weird to me. As an aside, like, if you are married as a child, I would think that would be automatically nullified, but you actually have to wait to become an adult before you can have it be voided. And then, even then, there's only a 2-year period when you can void that marriage.
Okay.
But there's more.
Okay, so I think in the future we need to put the corrections at the end, because there's a reason why we put the juiciest stories at the beginning, because I think we lose half our audience.
Oh my gosh. Let me finish, okay? I'll be quick. This act clearly states that it is applicable to all citizens of India, which should include Muslims too. Now, Muslim personal law obviously conflicts with this. Most major high courts have held that this act, meaning the Protection of Children, the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act, prevails over Muslim personal laws. However, the Punjab and Haryana High Court and some other courts have held that Muslim personal law will prevail. This is this is an issue pending before the Supreme Court, and so that's when this will finally be decided. It's like, does Muslim personal law take precedent, or does the Protection of Child Marriage Act, the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act, take precedent? And because I won't get into it, but basically there are loopholes. That being said, marriage under 15 can be met with R charges, and so this isn't legal, although it does happen, with both Hindus and Muslims. And yeah, so I think part of the confusion from my side came from the fact that it's so foreign to me that there would be different laws for different religions. And a lot of this does come down to just a lack of one law for all.
Hey guys, if you're a fan of blasphemy and sexy Kali, like me, then that means that you probably want more blasphemous art. Well, I have good news for you. If you subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description below, then you get a free booklet of some of the tastiest blasphemous art available today. So, if you want some of this delicious blasphemy, and we're so generous that we update it for you guys weekly for free, all you have to do is sign up for our newsletter below. You can also go to blasphemousart.com/ebook. That's blasphemousart.com/ebook. Sign up with your email, and you get free gifts of this tasty blasphemy. What could be better? So make sure you sign up. Link below.